Hello, everybody. Are you guys enjoying the dancers? Are they helping you forget your troubles? That's good. That's good. That's their job. Since the dawn of time, fantasy has been used to help us survive. Our ancestors have been using fantasy. In ancient Egypt, greedy nerds have been used the pyramids to show the world that they were better than everyone else at algebra. Thomas Jefferson basically avatared with his slaves to start the emancipation. In 1978, Jim Davis ignores his wife's request to stop feeding his cat people food and creates the character basis of our beloved Garfield. And there you have it. The pyramids, emancipation, Garfield. None of this would have been possible without the power of imagination. Allow me to take you to another reality. Kind of like the movie Inception, or Sucker Punch if you didn't understand the movie Inception. Granted, the reality I will take you to is not as intense as Inception, but you know what, this is LA. If you want to get shot at, you know which freeway exit to take. But seriously, back to me. I love all things fantasy, which is why I cannot wait for the next Harry Potter movie. I only have one problem. I really want this last movie to have some action sequences. For those of you that are familiar with the movies, the way they fight is with wands. So, fighting-wise, this is as intense as it gets. And on the other side, how much yoga did Daniel Radcliffe have to do to prepare for that role? I don't think it's asking for too much to ask. I want to just see someone get punched in the face. It could be by accident. I don't care.
Hermione punched that dude with the blonde hair who looks like Billy.
But it doesn't say. I want another punch though. This is the last one. One more punch. We need one more punch. Just for closure. It could be over breakfast. I don't give a fuck. They could be eating beans or whatever the fuck it is English people eat. And Harry could be like, Hermione, pass the salt. And she could accidentally throw it too hard. And he'd be like, oh, Hermione, why? Oh, my fucking eye. And then that will satisfy me. Or I don't know, do something with the wands. I think it's because the wands are so constant. Like, replace the wands. Like, not with guns, because that's too much, but like something that recharges them. Like I don't know, t-shirt guns. Like, instead of wands, have t-shirt guns. Like, just, you know, like, I don't know, do something, people. You guys have a lot of money. But despite all this, I do have good taste in movies. Who here saw the Green Lantern? I didn't. I saw the billboard. I want 2 seconds of my life back. The only thing that'll change my opinion of that movie is if I were in it. This is what I would say about the movie is if I were in it. Imagine you're watching the DVD extras. Wow. Making this movie was just wow. Like, it was just so much fun. I mean, I had to learn how to ride 2 different types of motorcycles, and my character, she doesn't know what planet she's from. She's like a lost soul, and I just had to personify, and it was just really difficult. And you know, how is it working with Ryan Reynolds? It's just so supportive, and it's just wow. That's the only thing that would change my opinion of that movie. You know, I don't just spend my night with dolls. I also spend my days with dolls. Literally. I work at the American Doll store at the Grove.
Love that.
Really? Anyway, before the sarcastic guy started, I work at the American Doll store at the Grove. For those of you that aren't familiar, we sell 18-inch dolls that are made to look and dress like you. Are you creeped out?
Yeah.
You should be. Anyway, we get a lot of special requests, usually for countries, like where are the Irani dolls, where are the Pakistani dolls, and I'm just like, this is the American Doll store. It's not the dolls we tolerate store.
Oh shit.
Girls won't want to shop here if we call it that.
Oh shit.
Do you guys want to see something sexy? Well, too bad. We still have some time left. What I find really sexy is Mac computers. I love their commercials. They're so beautiful and clean and bright. You feel like you're buying a computer from Jehovah. Like, Dell, what the fuck? It's like, whoever shot this commercial also, right afterwards, they shot Osama. Like, basically the gist of these commercials is, it's okay to buy a Dell computer. How sad is that? Like, people don't like being associated with C students. Like, even Chester the Cheeto acts like he's better than you. And he's anatomically incorrect. But people still buy Cheetos. Dell, take some cues. Stop with the mediocrity. You're embarrassing yourself. God. Now I'm angry. Who here smokes pot? I have a lot of... Did someone say no, all sad? I have a lot of mixed feelings about pot. On one hand, I feel like we should legalize it just for practical reasons. On the other hand, I can't stand it when people say we didn't actually land on the moon. And I also can't stand it when people say that it makes you more creative. It just makes you think you're more creative. Like, here's the most creative thing I came up with while high. It's called the pie trick, and you can do it with me. What you do is, you fold your hands like this. Come on. Come on. But you fold your hands, and you put it over your eyes. And you look up. Now, doesn't it feel like you're inside a pie? Ta-da! Before I forget, at some point I'm supposed to mention that I'm Asian. It's not in case you didn't notice, it's in case you thought I didn't notice. I know. Fun fact, did you know that every single time a guy says that he has an Asian fetish, a panda dies? Do the math. It's devastating. Thank you.
Honey.